I have here with me YamatoCannon, just signed as new coach of Fnatic League of Legends for 2021.
I began to notice the things that I took sometimes for granted in Europe and things that I have to work hard for in Europe that are easy to come by in Korea. Because the players there are very, very disciplined, but at the same time, they are not so keen to voice their opinions. Very often, they're looking for guidance and they
Okay, the music is from the video.
take that piece of information and run away with it. But the moment the game changes and the game is a bit more dynamic, this is where at least my players found themselves in tricky spots. And I think League of Legends, even though the game is, you know, most of the time it's a pattern that you follow, you play into one side and then dragons and so forth, but often the nuances, the little variables that sometimes are harder to judge is what is, you know, the difference maker between a good team and a great team. And you need to be able to think critically on the fly. So this is something that often when I've worked in Europe, a lot of players are very open and they want to push their opinions into the mix. And I think this is something that you need to find the balance within, basically have the discipline and at the same time have this open-minded view, this critical view of the game, have an opinion of the game, and constantly be in this state of mind where you're questioning what's in front of you. When it comes to the relationship between the players and how you solve issues, I think it just comes down to how every individual functions. Whenever you hear stories about teams not having issues, this is just fake. Every team has issues, every relationship has issues. It's all about just how you address them. And I'm not the type of person to...
Agreed. I've had lots of issues with Blabberfish.
Ever sweep anything under the rug, because eventually walking on that rug will be very uncomfortable. So I'm very, very aggressive in this idea, making sure this trust is in place and making sure that the foundation from day one is something that can be built on together with the involvement and the responsibility of the players. I think we have a great roster with a great mix of personalities, and
completely agree.
With the involvement and the responsibility of the players. I think we have a great roster with a great mix of personalities, and I think you know, the challenge that is coming ahead in 2021 is a very, very exciting one, because
he said mid laners, right?
You know, improvement can be the driving force for me, but the second one is just big challenges. And I know now, you know, I mentioned I was speaking to some of the players, and sure, you know, when I was starting to talk with Fnatic about, you know, motivations as to why I want to join Fnatic, one of them was Reckless. Still, to this day, Reckless is still one of those motivations, because I want to beat him more than anything now. I'm super excited to work with Toki because he has...
Hell yeah, dude, we're gonna beat them.
The experience of the real world. If you just look at his resume, I don't know if you can post it in the description below or something, it's just absolutely mental. He's been around the block. I think he also served in the military. He worked in T1. He has so many different skills and assets that I don't have. So it's just, for me, you know, the perfect symbiosis. I have the experience of working with players and going through, you know, the streets, so to speak, and he comes from the education side of things. And I think that makes us a very, very lethal combination.